This item, resembling a noose, sparked outrage in Allentown when it was reportedly found on a city worker's desk in January.
What is that? A shoelace? Nothing about this looks like a noose whatsoever.
Police Chief Charles Roca says Brown put that noose there herself.
LaTarsha Brown was charged with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, a misdemeanor of the second degree, and false reports to law enforcement.
Captain Steve Milkovich says his department became suspicious when Brown was the only employee who stopped cooperating.
Each was asked if they would provide a buccal swab for DNA testing if needed. Every employee agreed, except for Ms. Brown.
Imagine you're sitting at your desk at work and a fleeting thought enters your mind. What if I take this shoelace I found and tie it into a noose? What if I tell everyone it was put on my desk because I'm black or something? Now imagine you actually do it. Boy, I sure hope there weren't people who ran out and embarrassed themselves and protested this.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back.
A call for action and fight for change.
We will not be silenced. This egregious act is not just an affront to one individual, but it is an attack on the entire community.
Our colleague was threatened. This was an act of terror. This was a hate crime.
Speakers presented a list of demands to city officials, including that the incident should be investigated as a federal hate crime.
Yeah, disturbing discovery is right.
Community leaders are asking the public to attend a council meeting Wednesday night in a show of solidarity.
Oh man, so it gets even more humiliating.
There is a culture somehow of discrimination that is plaguing our city.
How is it possible that someone could be that bold and feel that they can actually place a noose on someone's desk?
Something just has to be done. The nonsense that's going on upstairs is crazy. I mean, racism has no place in Allentown.
We asked Council President Darrell Hendricks if this changes things for him.
Does this cast in your mind any doubt on previous allegations of discriminations in City Hall that have been made by other employees?
It absolutely does. I do not believe that there's any racial animosity among the employees of this city, and that is not widespread whatsoever.
This whole thing might be bad, but let's remember this race car driver saw a garage pool and turned it into a national incident.
What would you say to those people who are doubting that this even happened or that it's true?
Yeah, just like Steve Phelps said, it offends me that people would go to those measures. But again, I'm not shocked. It's simple-minded people like that, the ones that are afraid of change. They use everything in their power to defend what they stand up for.
Claiming somehow that this is a Jussie Smollett thing, that was obviously the right reaction in social media was to cast doubt on this. I find the reaction incredibly infuriating.
This is a part of that American ritual, that American theater of race. Something ugly and barbaric and cruel happens. We deny it in order to protect our innocence. One of the most difficult and frustrating experiences of being black, or aspects of being black in this country, is that we're constantly having to convince white America that what is happening to us is real.
This is such bull. Bubba Wallace spoke out against racism, and clearly someone wanted to send a reminder of what can happen to black people who don't know their place. And you know, because NASCAR has so many Confederate flag fans, this is something that might not stop for Bubba.
A few moments later.
The FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office down there says that they found no evidence of a federal crime. What they believe they found is that the noose that was identified in Bubba Wallace's garage has been there for some time.
I wonder, will any lessons ever be learned after any of these incidents?